I think my first impressions were based on really writing the tender, because it was a partnership between Calico and Foundation and First Initiatives. It was more about a feeling that the previous services that had been delivering floating support in East Lancashire hadn't really been addressing the needs of the most vulnerable people. What I felt at the start was that we were making much more of an impression in terms of the needs of vulnerable people in East Lancashire, and we were addressing those needs that impacted on communities, things like offending, antisocial behaviour. So the new service, I think, that Calico were leading started to have a real impact that previous services hadn't had.
If we hadn't have branched out into floating support, a lot of the other things that we've done at Calico probably wouldn't have happened. It kind of springboarded us then to do Calico interiors, to get involved in training and skills and enterprise stuff. So I think floating support really give us that kind of idea to move outside of housing and actually look now what, in terms of Calico, it's a group of 5, 6, 7 companies. You wouldn't look at Calico now and think it was an housing association, you think of it as much, much more. And I think floating support had a massive impact in where we are today as Calico.
What I remember the most was after around a month I was thinking what a nice bunch of people they were, because you know, you're new in a place, you're not quite sure what it's going to be like, you're a bit nervous, you want to make a good impression, and these people made you feel better. And I can remember going to see Mike Burkett after about a month, who was the chief executive then for people who don't know, and he was asking me how things were going, and I said, aren't there some nice people that work here? Those people who sit around me, God, they're really friendly and really helpful. And people who know Mike Burkett well will appreciate what he said more. And he said, Ed, those people, some of the key people you've mentioned there, they make you want to tell them your problems, don't you? Because you feel like you're going to get help with it, whatever it is. And I think that sort of says a lot about my introduction to that service. But also, you know, you go on from there and every single person you met has a similar impact on the people that they work with.
I think it's really difficult to pinpoint a best moment that I've had with floating support. Every day was absolutely fantastic. So I used to manage the Burnley and Pendle team, and the staff there were absolutely committed to turning up, making the best use of their data, sort of maximise the outcomes for the clients, make a real difference and get stuck in there with the clients. Everybody's got their own personalities as well, so the team was immensely fun to work with and just enjoyed absolutely every single day.
When we've been doing the consultations with people, the meetings with people about how we're going to plan the wind down of the service, most of our focus in what we were saying was about helping the staff. And we did some workshops. What do you think about our plans? Is there anything else we should be doing that can help? And you know, 3 out of the 4 tables, as I remember it, actually fed back something about what we were going to do for the customers. We needed to think about how we exited customers, stopped taking customers on board, helped them for as long as we could. You know, so people are facing job loss, uncertainty, insecurity, but we're still absolutely committed and reminding us that we needed to be committed to the customer too, you know, which is unbelievable, really.
I think floating support will leave an enormous legacy behind them. So randomly, people I meet in life have been through the floating support experience, have gained support, help, advice and guidance, and they absolutely have loved the workers that have been working with them, and they've made just such a difference to their lives. So I think the legacy that floating support will leave will be about its positivity, its impact, its reputation on Calico, and all of those small incremental changes that they've left behind for the people out there across Lancashire.
So for me, the lasting legacy will be the individuals who've worked with Calico staff and have managed to turn their lives around and make a real difference to their lives during the time that floating support has been delivered.
But I think the biggest impact they've probably had is to show that if your and your colleagues' values and what you're trying to achieve are aligned and are aligned with the company, you can achieve almost anything, and I think they're proof of that.
The thing I'll miss most about working in floating support is definitely the people. It's the team around me, the team that I work with on a daily basis. I've made some fantastic friends throughout the years. We have people who've moved on from the service who still come back and see us. We still go out on meals. Definitely be the people. They're just so, and I've said it before, caring, committed, genuine. They're genuine people, and you know that they're there for you. No matter what's going on, you know you've got the support as a manager and as a colleague.
It's probably been one of the most enjoyable times I've spent at Calico. The team are an absolutely fantastic team, and we've had to deliver probably some of the worst news that I've had to deliver as a manager working at Calico. The team have just been so responsive and so positive. The team works together in a way that I've never seen a team work together, so in terms of supporting each other, they're just absolutely fantastic and really have each other's backs day in and day out, and I've never seen a team work that way. They're absolutely fantastic. I'd just like to say thank you to each and every one of them, because they've all delivered an excellent service while they've been at Calico, and they should be proud of what they've achieved, both personally and for the customers that they've supported.
So I'd just like to thank everybody for all the people that they've helped on their behalf, and for changing the way I think about things and the world and people as well. Thank you.
My final message to the floating support team, on a personal level, I will miss working with each and every one of you. I think you're all amazing, and more importantly, I think our customers will miss the work that you do. They know that you have been there for them through thick and thin, you would support them, you're committed, you genuinely care about them, and no matter what challenges they were facing, you would help them find a solution to the problems. And I don't think the people of Lancashire will realise just what they've lost until it's gone.